Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. It's XONO here, and on tonight's special anniversary edition, I have Rene Wise joining me on the show. We had a really inspiring chat earlier on today about this talented young artist's journey so far. So yeah, stick around for that. That's going to be in around 1 hour's time. And as always, I have loads of new music to share with you tonight too. So if you want to interact with the show, you know you can do so via my socials at XONO Music on Instagram and at XONO Music on Facebook. So yes, XONO Invites here with Rene Wise. Keep it locked. Fres Radio. welcome to the show. If you just joined us, guys, XONO here. So the track you was listening to just before this one was a unreleased track from Hitam. Hitam was actually on my show last month under a different alias, and that was Optics. He's changed his name for his own reasons, and he's also put out a cool little promo video explaining why. So yeah, head over to his socials and you can check that one out. And the track you're actually listening to right now is the newly released Platform 22, my baby. The track title for this is Snow Mission, and the artist is High Mobility Weapons Unit. And I just want to say we are super grateful to have High Mobility Weapons Unit on the label. It's somewhat of a dream for me and Kai. So yeah, big up yourself, Ali. Super proud that you're part of the team now. And also big shout out to Border One for the awesome remix as well, because yeah, the whole EP is amazing. And yeah, as I said, guys, that is available now. So just head over to our Bandcamp page and you know what to do. Keep it locked. It's XONO, Fred's Radio. hope you're all enjoying the show so far, guys. So the track you're listening to underneath right now is another unreleased track from my label partner and my good old friend Floors. How can I say? Like I always say, his work ethic is incredible. I think this is probably the 1000th tune he's made. he's got some incredible tunes there, just sitting there, and yeah. Oh, he's also got a release coming out as well. I want to tell you about on Float Records. Yeah, that's going to be out on the 6th of July, so definitely keep your eyes out for that because it's an awesome release. And yeah, big up yourself, Floors. And the track that was before this one is another unreleased track that's forthcoming on Shimmer Records, if I'm pronouncing it correct. And that's by the artist called Franz Jaeger, and the track title for that is Hot Mouth. This track underneath right now is an unreleased track of my own. The track title for this is Nina's Friday Night In. There's no release date planned for it yet, but it did fit really well in tonight's mix, so I thought I'd give it a spin. So yeah, guys, I hope you're enjoying it. And remember, as always, you can interact with me during the show via my socials at XONO Music on Facebook and at XONO Music on Instagram. It's XONO Invites with Rene Wise. Keep it locked. Fres Radio. So the next track that's coming in now is from an artist called Yant. I've also talked about him quite a lot on the show before. He's a good friend of ours, and he's very close to the label at Platform 22. We may even be experiencing a split EP from him very soon, but not to say too much about that. But yeah, this track that I'm playing is a track that was made for the last SK release, but I don't believe it made the cut for whatever reason, although you may find some similarities to one of the tracks on that release. But as I'm talking about the SK release, I must say that I did hear the pre-masters for the second edition, which I don't think there is a release date set for yet, but I'm just going to give you a heads up, guys. Keep your eyes and ears open for that one, because it is going to be another amazing release. So yeah, Jan, big up yourself. I know your hard work and dedication, and it's amazing to see. It's amazing to see, so keep up the good work. last track was from an artist called Bido Ben. He's a Moroccan-based artist. He has released with us on Platform 22 before. He's an incredible producer, and some of this new stuff he's been sending me recently is really, really amazing. So yeah, Bido, big up yourself, man. Keep up that amazing work, and I'm really looking forward to whatever your plans are in the near future. And the tune that is playing underneath right now is a release track from an artist called Ruben Genev, if I'm pronouncing that right. And the track title is called Ninja Steps, and I believe it's released on his own record label called Mold Audio. So yeah, guys, go ahead and check that one out. This absolute anthem we're listening to right now is from an artist called Arthur Robert. He's based in Amsterdam. The track title for this is called Precision, and it was part of Len Faki's Figure imprint. It was released at the end of April, I believe, and there's a second edition coming to this, so yeah, keep your eyes out for that. And if you don't know about Arthur, I'd highly recommend you go and check out his music. He's an awesome producer, and he's a very humble guy as well. So Arthur, if you're listening, man, keep up the great work, and yeah, hope you're well. track we're all listening to right now is from an artist called Assumption. I don't know too much about this artist yet. I've only just started chatting to him, but the music's obviously talking for itself right now. It's such a groove. He's got such a flow with his music, so I'm really interested to get to know a bit more about him and to see what else he has there for us. And it's XONO Invites here. Rene Wise is coming up very, very shortly. So yeah, keep it locked. And the track that I'm going to be playing next is an unreleased track that me and Floors have been working on. Possibly might be getting signed, but I'm not going to say too much about it yet. So yeah, I'm just going to throw that one out there. And next up will be me and Rene Wise on the interview. So yeah, guys, I hope you've all enjoyed the show today. And I'll speak to you next month. Thank you very much. So good evening everybody and welcome to this special anniversary edition of XONO Invites, and tonight I have the pleasure of inviting Rene Wise. Rene, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm very, very good, thank you. How have you been?
Yeah, not bad. Haven't really been up to too much. Just working on music a little bit. Kind of doing the same old, like a lot of people at the moment.
Of course. What have you been isolating at home, or where have you been during lockdown?
Started off at home for the majority of the time, just in Brighton, where I live in the UK. And then throughout May, I was just in Portugal with my girlfriend. Got back at the end of May, and now I'm just back home in Brighton. Yeah,
okay, amazing. So let's get started. Tell me a little bit about your musical journey. So I know you was a drummer from a young age, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, and was that an influence from your parents, or was this something you wanted to do by yourself, or?
That was my dad who actually got me into that, because my dad was a professional drummer, and he did that for some of his career in his mid-20s and late 20s. So he was the one who got me into drumming, and that was probably the first proper musical experience that I had. That kind of went through till I was about 13. I think I started drumming around 8, and then lasted around 13 because I had a drum kit at home, but I had to get rid of it because of neighbours.
Yeah. So what sort of band was you in? What sort of band was your dad in? Like, was it rock music, or what sort of music was he drumming to?
It was kind of, because he's Iranian, so this was in Iran, and it was like it was kind of like Iranian pop music at the time, which it's quite interesting. It varies quite a lot, but it had a lot of influences with like bossa nova and kind of Latin style stuff.
Okay.
That's the best way I could describe it really when listening.
So would you say you picked up some sort of flow from that in a sense? Because I mean, your productions are very, very groovy. So would you say that had some?
I definitely think that that definitely gave me a good feeling of rhythm and groove from a young age. And I think subconsciously that worked into my productions. I mean, now I'm much more aware of it, but I think from the early stages, I was always naturally drawn to rhythm and groove. So I think that definitely played a part in that.
So what age was it when you started discovering electronic music?
I think it must have been. I think it was around 12, 13. I mean, I started producing music at 13, but it started out just by I was using some free website where you can put together like little pre-made loops, and that was like my first experience. And before that, I think for about a couple of years I was into. I think dubstep was the first type of electronic music I can remember really getting into. So it's kind of UK based stuff.
And was that because you was going out and experiencing this sort of music, or was it like just a music you sort of found over the internet, or?
No, this was mainly just through friends groups at school. I mean, at that age I was too young to go see anything, but it was mainly at school and just through social circles and what people liked at the time, and I think that's the main way I got influenced with electronic music and what at an early age.
So when was it you started getting the influences to make techno?
Well, I think I started seriously getting into techno from around 18, but I think a couple years before that, leading up to that, from when I was maybe about 16, I was slowly finding little bits here and there, just online. I think it mainly started with more house music, but then I just through discovering online and researching, I would hear little bits of old school techno artists. Like I remember hearing some early Jeff Mills stuff. Like I remember hearing the Bells when I was in my mid-teens, but obviously at the time I didn't know who Jeff Mills was or anything. But they're like the earliest memories I have of hearing it. But I never really clocked onto it. I never really understood or followed through with learning more about it. But it wasn't until I was 18, which I think when I saw Ben Clock play for the first time, that was the first time I'd ever heard techno live or really experienced it. That was definitely the moment that changed everything.
And where was that?
That was at Fabric in London.
Fabric. Oh, it's always Fabric. Anyone from the UK always seems to have their first time in Fabric. That place used to be a mecca for a lot of people, for sure.
I mean, I hold Fabric very close to my heart because that night experience, and even before that, because I think the time I saw Ben Clock at Fabric, that was maybe my third time going there. But
so was you attending there for the hospitality nights on the Friday and stuff like that?
No, the only times I went to Fabric was more house and techno based, but it was usually just a mix of people where that's the thing. I didn't have too much knowledge, so I never specifically really knew who I was going to see. But I knew that the Fridays were the drum and bass nights and Saturday was house and techno. Because by that age, I wasn't really following drum and bass anymore. I just went, the times I went before seeing Clock were just times to go experience the club. But they were really pivotal moments as well, because obviously, this like the sound system there and the whole aura of the club was really was amazing at the time. especially since I've never experienced anything like that before.
For sure. So you had this experience where you went to see Ben Clock in Fabric, and then was it a case of getting home and thinking, right, I want to learn how to make this, or I'm so in love with this, I want to learn it throughout? Like, how did it come around that you to doing what you're doing now? You know.
Before that night, I was dabbling in making it, but the thing is, I hadn't really searched. I didn't really know too much about the genre itself, and I think just with any genre that you make, you need to kind of learn the history a bit, and you need to learn the sound of it and all the the sub styles of it, and just how that genre is developed. And but before that night, I was kind of messing around trying to make some techno based stuff, but you could hear that I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't really know the sound of that music. And then after I went to that night and hearing the style that Ben played, it was that sound and that groove that really stuck with me, and that's when I started researching really deep, because that was the style that stuck with me, that I really wanted to make. And even to this day, I think my sound is very influenced off of that night and that
one set. How long did he play for that night?
It was 6 hours.
Oh, okay. So it was a journey.
That's the thing. Because before that night, I'd heard about that concept of how techno is meant to be a journey. I never really understood what that meant, but that night definitely, I left understanding fully why people called it a journey.
So it just put everything into perspective for you.
Yeah, for sure.
So how long was it until you started feeling comfortable with your own productions, and like what sort of age was it when you started sending stuff out and thinking, okay, this is what I want to have a crack at?
I mean, I would say from a personal perspective, I haven't really been I've only started feeling fully comfortable with my productions maybe in the past couple of years. I've been released. I mean, I think my first release under Rene Wise was, if I'm not mistaken, in 2016 or 17.
And was that with Beardman, if I'm correct?
No, it was with Anemone Recordings.
Right, okay.
And because I had before the Beardman release, because I released a digital EP on Mark Broom's label Beardman, but before that release, I had a few digital releases, which were my first ones, which are very early. And I think them releases were when I was kind of trying to find my sound. And I think if you go back and listen to them first releases, you can kind of hear that. And I think the Beardman release is the first release where I really started to find my style and sound. And I go back to that release, that EP, and I listen to it, and I'm still happy with all the tracks. And there's some of the tracks in there are still some of my favorite ones that I've made. So I definitely think from that release is when I started finding my sound. And then later in the year, that's when I had the first EP on Motivolver. So I think that year definitely defined my sound, and I started really feeling comfortable with my productions.
That's amazing. So you mentioned Motivolver. How did that come around? So obviously you'd had these two releases on Enemy Records, and then you went to Beardman. Was it a case of Luke talking to Mark and finding you that way, or did you reach out to Luke?
That was well. Firstly, I saw that like Motivolver was always on my list. That was like one of my dream labels to release on, because aside from that, Luke Slater's probably always been my biggest production influence.
Yeah, well, he's one of the best, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like his production techniques and his forward way of thinking with his production has always been a massive influence, and just his sound as well. And
incredible.
After I did the Beardman release, I saw that he was supporting the release quite a lot, just in the feedback, and I saw videos of him playing the tracks and stuff. So that sparked a little light in my head. And then I spoke to Mark, saying that I wanted to send over some tracks to him, and Mark kindly actually forwarded some tracks that I gave him, some unreleased ones. He forwarded them to Luke with my email in the message, and I think maybe like a day or two later, I got an email from Luke saying that he wanted to do an EP.
That's amazing.
It's a real moment.
For sure.
Definitely.
I could picture the moment when you received that email. It must have been fantastic, right? I bet you felt on Clyde Nine that day.
Yeah, it was one of them. It was like a very heart-dropping moment. Cause,
Yeah, quite surreal in a way, you know. Like I suppose you wasn't expecting that in a way.
yeah,
You,
for sure.
as a producer, we always hope for the best, but we're always quite a critic as well with our music, and we think, yeah, maybe, but maybe I'm not there yet. So maybe for
Yeah,
you that early on, I bet that felt.
that's exactly what I thought. Because I had a little plan for that year. Because that release on Mark's label was kind of at the start of the year, I think. So my plan was that I was gonna try and maybe send some music to Luke at the end of that year. Because that's what I thought. I was like, I'm definitely not ready at the moment. But I think after another couple months of thinking back and forth, I just decided to give it a shot because I had the opportunity to be able to send the music to him. So I thought, why not? But regardless, I think it's worth saying that for any producer, just, if you have if there's a platform that you really want, that you really feel you can connect with and you would love to see your music on there, then definitely don't rush things, but I think don't sit on things for too long either, because sometimes you just need to go for it, and the worst that's going to happen is you're going to get a rejection, but that's not the end of the world. Whereas if you can sit on things for too long, and then you might miss that opportunity without even realizing.
No, I definitely agree, 100%. So whilst all this is going on, was you playing? I mean, I didn't know you back then as a DJ, but I believe you used to play at Jaded in London a few times as well, right?
Yeah. I played a few times in Jaded. That all started happening that year.
So everything was like a gradual progression with each other.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this was all 2018.
Right, okay.
Before that, I mean, I didn't really start playing gigs until 2018 after them two releases. Before that, I had about a few small gigs from the first few EPs that I released. But I played in France. That was like the first international gig that I played off the back of some of the early releases, which was nice. But it definitely wasn't until it's only the past 2 years that I've really started actually playing out properly. But before that, I've done a lot of small little gigs, not just under Rene Wise, under little things. So I've built up experience over the years, but I'd say on in a slightly professional sense under my Rene Wise name, it's only been the past 2 years which I've been playing out seriously.
So tell me, obviously you've had some amazing things happen already, but then Berghain, right? How did they contact you? Was that something that Luke helped assist, or was this just something that come to you? How did that happen?
That was I have to give the thanks to Luke on that as well. That was something that I didn't realize at first, but the first EP that I had on Motivolva was in October 2018, and I played Berghain for the first time in November, the month after.
Wow, that's incredible.
I never realized that was going to happen. That was him putting in the word, getting me on the lineup, and then after that there was an actual Motivolva night the year after in April, which I played on as well. So definitely thanks to him that opened the doors into Berghain, and there was meant to be a third one for Luke's Berghain mix release party back in April this year, but obviously due to the big corona, that didn't happen.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of things have been postponed or put to a later date due to what's going on in the world. It's a bit crazy at the moment.
We're all in the same boat in that regard.
For sure, definitely. But I mean, I'm very passionate, and I do think that everything will return back to normal in time. It's not gone away. You can't kill a scene like this.
The passion and the people for the music has definitely not gone away, and if anything, that's grown stronger, because it shows how much everyone loves this and how much everyone appreciates the whole scene and the culture. So I think in these times where we've all been deprived of that for so long, it's just grown everyone's passion even stronger.
It's going to be a jubilation when everything opens, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So in 2019, you obviously had a pretty busy schedule with touring to South Africa and stuff like that. How did you find that? Like, I mean, you only started producing you really started getting into this in 2018, and then the year later you're touring across the world. How did you find that? Did you find some sort of adverse pressure on yourself to do well, or did you find it quite easy and you was quite happy to go with the flow? Or
I mean, it's been very surreal in that sense. It's never felt like it's never felt rushed. Like it's always, everything that's happened so far for me has felt like a very natural progression. But I think that's because I've been doing this, even though I've only seen some success in the past 2 years. That doesn't mean I've only been doing it for 2 years. Like, I've been making music and DJing since I was 13, always just doing it out of love and passion. So I think everything's felt like a natural progression. And when I'm DJing, I always, regardless of where I'm playing, it doesn't matter if it's in a small club, big club, to 100 people or 500 people. I always have the pressure to do well, because just for myself and for the people that are coming to see me, I always have that pressure that I need to perform. And I think that's just something, that's just like an artistic thing, where even with the music that I make and the sets that I play, it has to satisfy me to a certain quality. Otherwise, I felt like I've failed in that night.
Yeah, for sure. I completely understand as a DJ myself. I know exactly what you mean. There's always that, you're always trying to push yourself to do more, right? I mean, as an artist and to be creative, it's always about challenge yourself and coming up with new ideas and new experiences for yourself to make it feel right, to make it feel more worthy, and to make it feel humble, make yourself feel humble about it, Yeah,
exactly. And that's the thing. If you're doing this out of love and passion, then you want to progress and you want to get better, not in the commercial sense of,
exposure and stuff like that.
Exposure and stuff like that, as in like an artist, and just getting better at your craft. That's something that you always strive for that. If you do this out of passion.
Completely agree. And talking about craft, I mean, one of your sets just before all this coronavirus happened, you played an extended set at the new Esther Community Party in Amsterdam, which you're now resident for, right? How did that feel? I mean, that's the longest you've ever played? What was it, 6 hours, right?
Yeah, 6 hour closing. Yeah, that was the first time I did a 6 hour. That night was like incredible. The whole day and the whole party and everyone that was playing that day was just amazing. The crowd and the venue, it was a very intimate venue. I think it was like 250 people max.
That's the way parties should be, man.
Yeah, for sure. It was a super good crowd, and the music all day was amazing. And that set, the set I played, before that, I mean, the longest I played before that was 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I went into it feeling comfortable that the extra 2 hours wasn't going to be too much of an effort. And when I finished the set, and looking back on it, it kind of, once you get past an hour and then you start getting into the second and the third, you just lock into a zone and time just flies by. And
I can imagine.
I could have easily gone for longer. The only thing that was started to fatigue was more on a physical side, lower back,
energy and legs and stuff. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, legs and lower back start playing up a bit. But when you lock into that moment and you have a good crowd in front of you, and you're playing in a good space with good sound, it's just when all them little elements fall into place, then you can go for hours and hours. It really doesn't feel like a challenge.
No, I completely agree, man. I mean, you're feeding off that energy which is inside at that time. There's such an energy that goes around with such a party like that, where you say it's small, it's intimate. I can imagine it's very hot, it's very sweaty, dark lighting, smoky room.
How it should be.
Exactly, man. Exactly. As a DJ, it makes you want to perform more. You don't want to step away, because as soon as you do, or as soon as you turn that music off, you're gonna, all that buzz and all that energy is going to slowly, it doesn't die away straight away, because you carry it on with you throughout the night. When you get back to the hotel and you relax, it's still there. But like that for me, I mean, I've never played a 6 hour set out live, but I mean, the longest I've ever played was about 4.5 hours, I think. And it was just like, I don't know, I couldn't step away from it. You know, it was just like I
Yeah.
was connected to the crowd, and the crowd was connected to me, and I just wanted to keep that bond for as long as possible.
No, you really do. You really do feed off the energy just from not only just from the music, but from the people. And that's the thing. Even if you're playing a closing, even if you're near the end, you might not have the full crowd. You might only have 30 to 40% of the crowd left, but that doesn't affect anything at all. As long as you still have a few people feeding off the same kind of energy, then yeah, it just keeps you going for forever.
I completely agree. So obviously I know we are in uncertain times at the moment, and I know things are slowly starting to reopen, but do you have any plans in terms of gigs, or do you have any bookings that have been postponed which are possibly likely to happen in the coming months? Or
I've got a lot of the stuff that was coming up over April, May, and June has been postponed. Apart from one, which has been postponed supposedly to next year, which was meant to be Paris this month. The other ones have been postponed with no date at the moment.
okay.
So I guess to be honest, I really don't know. I mean, I was on the phone with my agent the other day, and yeah, it's one of these cases where I think everyone's in that pool of uncertainty, so we don't really know when everything's going to happen. We're all hoping that everything will stay postponed and it's not all going to eventually be cancelled, but when that will happen again, I'm not sure. Like I can't say whether I'm going to play more gigs later this year or if it's all going to happen next year, because I just don't know. I don't really want to dwell on it too much, because I think that's when you can start in a bad place and a bad headspace. So I think the best thing at the moment is just still have a plan and have some hopes, but just to go with the flow and just to go day by day with everything. Wait and see what happens.
Well, man, as Rene, it's been a complete pleasure having you on the show. It's the first anniversary, and I'm so grateful that you made the effort to come on the show for that. Have you got anything you want to tell us about your mix tonight before we step into it?
Well, with this one, I've still kept up the kind of fast-paced energy that I kind of do in my sets live, and what most people know me for at the moment. But with some of the selection in this one, I've gone a little bit deeper. So maybe if I was to relate in how this would work in a set I was playing live, this is maybe how I would start playing, like deep into a closing, maybe when it's early morning, maybe in like the last hour, that kind of vibe. So I hope it translates to everyone how I think it's meant to, but yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be fire, man. I mean, everything you've put out so far has been, and I'm big respect to you, mate, as you're doing amazing, and I know the passion you hold within yourself, and I know how dedicated you are, and this is what this show's all about. It's all about putting that out there and showing people that it's open to everyone if you're willing to put the time and effort in. That's what it's about. But yeah, Rene, we're gonna step into your mix now. I don't want to take up any more of the time, but once again, I'm very grateful for you coming on the show. It's XONO Invites here with Rene Wise. Again, thank you very much.
Thanks, man. See you,
man. Bye-bye.
Lights. LED. LED. Lights.